5 Stupidest Lottery Winners. Number 5. Kaylee Rogers. Lottery winnings, £1.9 million, $3 million. Time until broke, 6 years. While Kaylee Rogers was 16, she was just under normal teen living in the UK when she won the lottery, £1.9 million, that's $3 million US, in July 2003. The 16-year-old from Cumbria, England, treated her loved ones to presents such as cars, homes, and lavish vacations. Not to mention, she spent thousands of dollars on partying like a rock star and getting the finest clothing to go with her new breast implants. 6 years later, she was completely broke and in debt. My life is a shamble, and hopefully now the money is all gone, I can find some happiness, she said. She reportedly attempted suicide twice after winning the lottery, and she states that she is now ready to embrace her poverty. Number 4. Billy Bob Harrell Jr. Lottery winnings, $31 million. Time until broke, 20 months. In 1997, Home Depot stalker Billy Bob Harrell Jr. won a $31 million Texas jackpot to the former Pentecostal preacher. $1.24 million per year was a gift from heaven. He bought a ranch, 6 homes, donated tens of thousands of dollars to his church, bought cars for friends and family, and the list goes on. Not satisfied with his $1.24 million annual payouts, he made a bad deal with a company that gives lottery winners lump sum payments in exchange for their annual checks that left him with far less than what he had won. His son found him dead inside his home from a self-inflicted gunshot wound on May 22, 1999, shortly before he was set to have dinner with his ex-wife, a mere 20 months after winning the lottery. He told a financial advisor shortly before his death that winning the lottery is the worst thing that ever happened to me. Number 3. William Post III. Lottery winnings, $16.2 million. Time until broke, 3 months. William Post won $16.2 million in the Pennsylvania lottery in 1988. He fell victim to crime, bankruptcy, tragedy, and simply poor spending habits. His girlfriend sued him for some of his winnings, actually winning her case. His brother attempted to hire a hitman to kill him, hoping to inherit some money. His family convinced him to invest in worthless business opportunities, and his landlady scammed him into handing over a third of his cash. Post stated, "Everybody dreams of winning money, but nobody realizes the nightmares that come out of the woodwork, or the problems." Post ended up declaring bankruptcy and officially blew through all of his lottery winnings in 3 months. Number 2. Michael Carroll. Lottery winnings, £9.7 million, about $15.5 million US. Time until broke, 8 years. When Michael Carroll won the 2002 jackpot in England, he quickly came to be known as the Lotto Lout. He went on a crazy binge of purchasing houses and cars, as expected of most lotto winners. The 19-year-old collected his £9.7 million, more than $15.5 million, in 2002 while wearing an electronic offender's tag. His money was distributed, some of his money to family and friends, and mass amounts on drugs, gambling, and thousands on prostitutes. By 2003, Carroll was allegedly smoking more than $3,000 worth of crack cocaine daily and regularly throwing indulgent parties at his $500,000 home. In 2006, he was actually taking out loans to maintain what he referred to as his party lifestyle. By 2010, the party has ended and it's back to reality, Carroll stated. "I haven't got 2 pennies to rub together, and that's the way I like it. I find it easier to live off 42 pounds than $1 million. Number 1. Jack Whittaker. Lottery winnings, $315 million. Time until broke, 4 years. 55-year-old Jack Whittaker ran a successful contracting company in West Virginia when he won a $315 million Powerball jackpot. At the time, it was the biggest amount ever won by a single ticket. Whittaker, who already had a net worth of $17 million, received a $114 million check after taxes. He gave money to Christian charities and a personal foundation supporting low-income families. Jack would drop $100,000 at a local strip club only to have the bartender drug his drink and steal over $500,000 in cash from his car. A string of lawsuits, including one where he groped a woman's bum at the dog track, and a sort of financial shenanigans later, and poor Jack is now struggling to make ends meet. On September 17, 2004, his granddaughter's boyfriend was found dead from a drug overdose in Whittaker's home. 3 months later, the granddaughter also died of a drug overdose. "I wish I'd torn that ticket up," he sobbed to reporters at the time of his granddaughter's death. Whittaker himself is alleged to be broke, a claim he made as early as January 2007 for failing to pay a woman who successfully sued him. He's also being sued by Caesars Atlantic City Casino for bouncing $1.5 million worth of checks to cover gambling losses.